Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am NOOR AINUSSABI'AH with MOHAMMAD SULAIMAN. My metric number is 9181608. So today my team and I will present our e-commerce website, which is Cookies LELEH. So I will be explaining about the homepage. Okay, first of all, when we enter this website, we can get pop-up message that display "Hello everyone, welcome to Cookies LELEH webpage." In this part, we use JavaScript and we put window alert coding to make sure the pop-up can function. For head of homepage, we put the title as homepage, then we close the title. Okay, now we go to top navigation bar. If we hover over home, join us, about us, products, contact us, it will change into red color. This can be set up in external CSS. If any user click on this button, it will bring them to the pages. Because in this part, we put href to link. Then we move to body section. As you can see, the "Let's grab yours now." This is our trademark, and we put our trademark in H1. In this part, we put image and some text in paragraph, which is "You have got good taste. Enjoy your treat." Next, we put text "Hot selling products" in H5. We put table to display our products, which is almond cookies, dark chocolate cookies, and red velvet cookies. Then we close the table. When we scroll down, we can see this footer. In quick link part, they are same like in top navigation bar. If users click on this button, it will link users to the pages. This part, this is our company's information. So to quick link and contact us, these tags are put in H3. Then I put a few breaks to make a little space. In contact us, we put a form to collect the data.
I'm AHMAD bin SABRI, metric number 1182634. I create a HTML and PHP code for registration page. This page basically for our customer who want to be who want to register as our membership. Then we collect their data using form table here, so that we can notify them our latest news or any information. For the HTML, I use simple H1 and H2 with internal style CSS. Also include here with form contain name, email, address, number, and status. With input type, also include with input type login and reset. To save the information, the record must be stored in database. For that, I already create the database using MySQL and link it to this page by using db mysqli_connect function. And also, this SQL statement will insert the data into MySQL. And if the submission success, it will print submitted successfully, and if else, it will print submission failed. For example, let me show you. Log in. So it print submitted successfully. That means our submission is success. If you see here, yes, our data is safely stored in database. After that, admin can click here to view the data that being stored in database. And here I'm using SQL command select from register to call back the data and display it here. I also add delete function using this coding, so that you can easily delete all the data you don't want to. And if the record are successfully delete, it will print the number of record you deleted successfully. After that, you whether can go back to view record or go back to front page or search record of registration. So go to view record. Let's say here hundreds of records has been stored and you want to find one name. You can simply search by name, click and type any name you want and enter, and there's all the information you need. For this function, I'm using SQL select from register. First of all, you need to get connected by MySQL first by using function MySQLi _ connect. So I think that's all the function from join as page.
My name is NOOR IZZATI binti Muhammad ZULKEFLI, matric number 1181606. So now I will present a page about us. As can be seen, in this section we put 3 headers as a highlight. First, our history, our halal commitment, and also our team organization. First header. Here just uses a simple method where we just need to put a paragraph or P signs. For the CSS styles, due to wanting to isolate the types of style used in other paragraph, we isolate it by putting ID. Second header, our halal commitment. Here we use the table to arrange the information and pictures so as not to mess up when opening this section of this website. For a description of this text, in HTML table has 2 kinds of cells. Header cells that contain header information and created by the th element, and second data cells that contains data and we use td element, and the tr tag defines a row in a HTML table. For the th element, there are a call span attribute in HTML to specify the number of columns a cell should span. It allows the single table cells to span the width of more than one cell or column. It provides the same functionality as merge cell in the spreadsheet programs like Excel. So how do we include the picture inside a table? We use this coding. Use the td element and put the img tag and link with the picture in the same folder. Same goes to the second and third table. There are also td th elements and also the call span attribute. For the second and third header, we use the iv as a container for HTML elements to easily style it by using the class or id attribute. Last header, our team. We use column card to make it easier for the information entered to be organized. The coding will be like, then we enter the member's picture with the width 100% using the img tag. After that, there are also container classes under the pictures coding, so we can fill the information with the p tag. This is to ensure that the written information is not outside the box that has been created.
My name is SITI AMANINA and my matric number is 1181604. And now I'm going to explain about the product page. As you can see, overall this is the page for products. First of all, I will go through with the HTML. I create a div and give it the class XOP section. Within this div, I create an unordered list and name it XOP grid. Then I create the actual image squares by using the list tag. And I use the div tag and give it 2 classes, XOP box and XOP image. I selected all of the class names I made in the HTML in the CSS style sheet. Within the div, I add some text. I add a heading using the h3 tag and then add the description of product using the p tag. Since I want to make 4 pictures of product, I do the same thing for everything up to the list tag 3 more times below. However, I changed the number in the SOP image 1 class name to 2, 3, and 4 in order to use a different background image for each animated image box. Now, I will move over to CSS file. I have added the Google font code at the top of the CSS file since I will be using this font for H3 headings. The first selection I do is the SOP section, which acts as the container for the image.
I set its max width to 960 pixels. Then I use margin 0 auto to center everything and add some padding all around. Next, I add a margin to the top of the XOP grid. Set padding to 0, remove bullet using the list sign non-declaration, display it as a block element and align the text to the center and set it width to 100%. I cite the actual size of the boxes and how I want to display them. I also add some code, transition and transformations in the selector. I set the position of everything in the boxes, which includes all the text, to relative. I use the pointer cursor and set its border radius to 10 pixels to add rounded corner to the box. I add the browser support for the transition and transform properties so that there is a smooth transition and transformation to the box. I add a 3-second delay for boxes for both properties. This is where I put the actual transformation, which is to scale the box 1.05%. I add the background image and add a subtle dark gradient so that the text that I put on top is easier to read. I'm doing the same thing for all 4 boxes, so I copy and paste the declaration and just change the image number for each individual class name. I also change the image name within the URL so that the correct background image shows up for each boxes. Last but not least, I style the heading and the paragraph text using 2 different Google fonts for both in order to make the page much more eye-catching.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is NOOR alias SABRINA binti MOHAMMAD SABRI. My metric number is 1181597. Alright, so I did the HTML, CSS and PHP pages for Contact Us. In our website, we provide Contact Us page to make it easier for users to ask questions or give us feedback to our website. They just need to fill in their details and leave a message here. And then press the send button. Okay, let me give some example. Okay, so we just need to enter a name, email, number, and the last one, write some message here, and then press the send button. Alright, submit successfully. As soon as the user presses the send button, the information will be stored in our database, like this. Okay, but how it works? So here are some PHP scripts and SQL scripts that help the data storage process in the database. Besides that, as admin, we can see the records that have been submitted by the users. So just click the View Customer Inquiries. Then all the information that has been submitted by the users will appear like this. At the bottom of this page, we also provide delete button function for admin to remove incorrect data using this coding. So, okay, one record deleted successfully. Alright, so back to users inquiries. Here we can see the record of users inquiries, right? In addition, as admin, we also can find user records using the search function. Example, search by name. We just need to put the user's name in the space provided and press the enter button like this. Then it will appear all the information about the users. So here are the coding, how I manage the contact underscore search.php. So I'm using some PHP and SQL script in my coding. First of all, make sure we connect to our database, like mysqli underscore select underscore db cookies LELEH. Alright, so here cookies LELEH is our database name. Then I'm use if else statement and SQL statement. SQL equal select all from contact. So contact is our table name in our database.
Okay, so this is how my coding looks like. That's all from me. Thank you.